genuinely, please let the weather just take a little bit of a tip from Cecile and be a little bit hot. It's been horrible.
I
It's
mean,
really
the
horrible.
mood swing that is Nairobi weather. You just never know. So wear what you want. Have whatever breakfast you want. Just enjoy your day. It doesn't matter what comes your way. We want to make sure we fix your morning every single morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. That means we have about, 20 minutes to get out of here. We've got some results to share with you. Today's question: does a long-distance relationship work?
Well. You have heard our take.
Mm.
You've heard what I've said. You've heard what Monique has said.
You said a lot.
We really have. And the polls are also saying a whole lot.
Mm.
57% are saying no, they do not think long distance relationships work.
Well,
And 43% are saying yes, they work. I know. It's interesting because at the end of the day, everybody has their own vibe, their own feeling as to why this does not work. Probably some of them it's experience. Like there's a gentleman here on Facebook called Josek Opunga, and he's saying, "Good morning, David and Monique. Good." You're saying long distance relationship is tricky and can be dangerous. We're all human beings and we make mistakes. We're not perfect at all. We saw on social media last week that someone traveled from another country just to surprise his lover on her birthday, but he never got even a hug because the guy spoiled her plans for the day. The guy who he met there. So tell me, how long distance relationships will not be a waste of time and dangerous when these are the things that we are seeing. We don't see the good stories. We don't see the stuff that worked. This is what we saw on social media. And I get him, because if there are more stories about how some of these things work, if there are more people who can come and say, by the way, oh, I've been in a long distance relationship and it's amazing, maybe the narrative will change a little bit. But if what people are seeing on social media and everywhere is, guy, haizi fanyika, mimi, hili nifanyikia, because that's what he's saying, is like, that's the narrative. That's the narrative that they see whenever they look at social media. People saying, no. And it makes them fear.
I get how that can shape the narrative, but we must shift and create new stories, right? We're creating new stories every single day. We're creating a new story right now. There's stereotypes, and people like to sensationalize things because that is what, you're going to focus on. They say for every great story, there's like 10 bad ones.
Yeah.
You must create your own story, and you must be confident in that. Why don't you challenge that and try it out? I guess I'm more of a believer of certain things, so I may not be influenced by what other people have gone through. If you looked at life like that, David, you wouldn't walk out your door.
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't walk out your door. I mean, the world is a scary place, but you create your little heaven every single day you step out. So you miss a chance on love because of someone else's experience, which may not be exclusive to you. It's just that's what they went through. And
the person who went through that might also get into another distance relationship that works after.
You get what I'm saying? There is no rule for the game of love. And you cannot, use someone's experience as the definer. And this is how relationships work. And this is what it was said. Because honestly, if you're all about minding your own business, working on your own relationship, working on yourself, doing things your way, trying to channel out the good and happiness of your partner, I mean, surely, it will be written if you make the headline news that the very best you're in your relationship.
Yeah.
I cannot stand for it will not work because it did not work for others.
Grace on Joy is saying that I do not believe it works, but that's none of my business because I have a relationship working. For everybody who has a long distance relationship, that's on you. And the ones that I can be around. That's interesting from Grace on Joy right there.
Shout out to you, Grace. I love what you're saying. Yeah, she doesn't mince her words. Grace is our WCW as well. She's like,
it.
look, I'm just here. You can tell she's not influenced by what's going on around her.
Yeah.
She's just like, look, I'm minding my own. I'm watering my plants.
Yeah.
I'm going my life. She's her own thing.
I like it.
I think you cannot write on someone's experience and define it as the end all for all relationships. That's the story out of many. In fact, when you look into untold stories and the stuff that never makes the news, the stuff that never goes viral, there's a lot of good stuff every other day. They're finding their own, not trying to make it to inspire. Be inspired by the fact that you found love, and if it means that it's long distance, give it a try, and then say, mine didn't work, so and so.
Yeah.
Me and Nani work. But you can't really. There's an envelope, blanket statement that captures every single long distance relationship.
And if you've been in a couple of long distance relationships and none of them have worked, I think you have to start asking other questions.
Look, let's start the show again. Like, that's brilliantly said.